Hey everybody, welcome to episode 65 of the Wheels Leads podcast. How's everybody doing today?
Hey, Wheels.
What's up?
I can't tell if that means
day.
Daniels is really happy to be here or unhappy to be here.
I'm pretty happy to be here. Wow, it's fucking the Great White North.
Oh, okay. So
Bobby Dave
psyched
McKenzie.
psyched as hell then.
Fuck yeah, man. Pod night.
Fod night. What's going on, Wheels?
Same old, man. Just, enjoying the nice weather. Well, I was today. I'm not now. I'm inside with you guys. But yeah, it's been good times,
So we make you not enjoy the weather. We
No,
took you away from
no.
enjoying the weather.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
he enjoyed the weather.
Yeah.
He was in the shop today. He came in
Yeah.
the shop today. See
Yeah.
No
I don't-
kidding.
Yeah.
Well, you stopped in at the North Face?
I did stop into the North Face. Yes.
Did you get a pizza?
I did not get a pizza.
No, he got his fucking Super Bowl money finally.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's
wait, what happened?
That reminds me. I think Jerome owes you a 6-pack because Calgary sucks and the Oilers actually made the playoffs.
Oh, he does owe me a 6-pack.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure he owes you a 6-pack if that's what the bet was.
Well, the bet, I'm pretty sure the bet was made by me shouting out my driver's side window while he was walking, and we kind of
Yeah,
just
that's-
had a quick thing while I was at a stop sign, and then I drove
As
away.
you do.
So, yeah.
As
So
you do.
I was there. When you
I'm
did.
on-
That's totally what you did.
okay, so I'm unsure of the specifics, but it probably was a 6-pack
Yeah.
and some public shaming, I'm sure. That
Oh
usually
yeah,
comes.
totally. Yeah, totally. And what was it you that made him wear an Oilers jersey in a picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was.
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
Because the bet was he brought the Flames jersey and I had to wear it if the Oilers lost.
Yeah.
So luckily I never had to put that fucking trash on my body.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Thank fuck.
Yep.
Are you talking about the Oilers jersey or the Flames?
The Flames jersey, of course.
Hey,
I don't
so have you taken down your Neil Yakupov picture because you like divorced from the Oilers?
No, the Nail Yakupov picture's up in Bruce's room.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you just don't want. I didn't think you'd want any reminders that the Oilers exist.
Well, you know what? I was really happy about not knowing the score from the game because I figured if they won, somebody would have said something to me, and I was complete fucking silence.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck! I bet you they got fucking smoked. And then
Do we have a live update of the score? or what?
It wasn't smoked. We do. And
are they playing tonight? Oh, please God, no! Don't tell me.
Yeah,
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 no,
they're
playing
playing
right
tonight.
now. Yeah, no, they're playing right now.
Okay.
What's the
Well-
score? Let's get a live update.
The score is a good score for the Oilers.
Oh,
Ooh.
there we go.
Yeah,
Well, let's hope they don't fucking blow
Do
it.
they have comfort? Do they have comfort in that?
No,
in
no,
that
no.
league?
It's
no comfort. Oh.
They have an Oilers are not losing score.
Hey,
That's the score.
Hey.
They're not losing.
hey, that's better than what those fucking
They're
guys
not
usually
winning.
do.
They're
So,
not winning. They're not losing.
oh, so it's a tie.
It's a tie.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that I guess that's a good score for the Oilers. You know what? Let's talk about the good things. The Leafs lost.
Let's talk about the
Jesus.
Leafs.
Hey, man, a guy almost died.
I know. Hey, that's a
true.
bad thing. And
So
and,
yeah.
you know,
Let's talk
I don't
about
know.
this. So did he do it on purpose?
So it's funny. So if I can say this, I've talked to a few people who are Leaf fans.
Yeah.
They say no intent.
Yeah.
And I've heard Tyson and I've
Yeah.
heard two other people
No.
that are Oilers fans who say dirty. He did that on purpose. So there's an
Setting the
interesting-
pattern.
yeah, there's something going on. Corey Perry, don't you dare ever come back here.
Yeah.
Oh man, you just wait, man. This is only game one with Corey Perry. You got like at least 3 more, and
I
and
don't
he's
want
going
to
to be.
sound like a defeatist, but I think, like, I don't know. I hate to sound like a fucking weatherman here, but it's 50-50. Like that either shook them because I think that's why they lost last night because that was fucking horrific. That was
I
bad,
could
and
see
with
that.
with no audience like crowd. I mean,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
hearing people were talking about hearing him being like,
Yeah.
like he was fucked up.
Oh yeah, he was.
Like,
Fuck. He could.
oh.
He was on his knees, fucking falling over backwards.
So yeah, when he tried to get up, and then it was just like his eyes rolling back. I was like, "Holy shit! Is he dying?" Like,
Yeah, he fucking got cold cock. That's the fucking word for that.
I was really concerned that he might have like broken his fucking neck. Watching that
Yeah.
back, like, the replay, I was like,
Yeah.
"Whoa."
Do you
Yeah,
have
that
an
was
update
very
on him,
bad.
or do you have an update?
so
or
he's at home. He's
Yeah.
out indefinitely with
Oh.
a concussion.
yeah, fuck no
so-
shit.
So he's
But-
done. He's done.
He's done
Well-
for the playoffs for sure.
He's done for
but
the
he's at
playoffs.
home. You know, so he definitely got dummied big time, but he's not, you know, he's
Yeah.
coherent. And
Here's the thing about Corey Perry. The announcers all the time, like and you know, the fucking, like, all those old fucking dummies that fucking talk about hockey like spec and shit. They're fucking like, oh, he's a sneaky good veteran move. And it's like, no, he just fucking cheated. It's a sneaky good veteran move.
That's a veteran move.
No, he just fucking cheated. He broke the rules and didn't get caught. Well, it's a veteran move. No, it's not. It's fucking cheating.
No.
It should be fucking penalty. And even if the ref sees it, they just ignore it because he's a veteran. Like, fuck right off. So and not only that, he's like, I don't know why, but like guys like Corey Perry, they just get away with fucking all kinds of shit. I mean, say all you want about him fucking doing the walk of shame with the fucking do when he played for Dallas, fucking, you know, in that outdoor game. That was just awesome.
So fucking hilarious. That was a long walk.
I don't know, man. That guy, he plays on that edge, and he's a cheap.
He plays hard. He plays hard. There's no line there.
He's a cheap shot motherfucker sometimes, and you just never know. I mean, I won't ever give him the benefit of the doubt because I've seen the shit he pulls against the Oilers all the time.
Definitely
when he played
like
in Anaheim.
Old school, like clutch and grab, gritty kind of
Yeah.
player. For sure.
Oh yeah.
But
He's a throwback.
That's what they say about fucking plugs that can't keep up to the rest of the guys. He's a clutch and grab guy because he's fucking got no skill.
He's got an
I don't think it's
man.
so.
He's
I'm not
won the
a big
MVP.
Corey. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not a big Corey Perry fan, but you know, you can't say he has no skill.
Yeah,
I
He's
mean,
got a gold medal for sure, but like
he's got
a Stanley Cup, you know. But I mean,
and he skated over as they were wheeling him off, and you know, he gave him the fucking pat. And, you know, I why would you do? Like, does he do that to everybody? That fucking dummies? No.
I don't know,
So
man.
I think he genuinely felt fucking bad. Because so, like, I mean, the argument, like, if you look at the angle, like if you were like behind, say, like the net, looking toward it, he did have some time. But I mean, your instinct as a hockey player, when you know, if you're starting to chase, I mean, you're just like, you're trained to go balls out,
and
which
most
is
of
what he
us
was
are
doing.
Most of us are watching it on the replay when it's like half speed or like slowed down. So it looks like he has way more time than he does.
But he really doesn't. I mean, like, it's like body check, knee. It's so fast. Like it was.
Yeah.
You know, it's perfect timing for, you know, for lack of a better term.
Yeah. If it was somebody else, I probably would give him the benefit of the doubt. Corey Perry, hell no. I just won't do it.
Guy, if fucking Kadri was still on the Leafs and that happened, he would have flown off the bench and fucking like all over him. Like,
and Kadri would have got suspended. And then the announcer would have said, wow, what a sneaky cool move by Corey Perry to not get suspended there for doing that. And then Kadri got suspended. What a sneaky veteran move. You know, Kadri would come out, start throwing by Perry would shake the gloves like, let's go, kid. And then Kadri would drop the gloves and Perry would skate away like a piece of shit, you know?
Just to wander off for a second here. You say cheating, and you're right. You know, you're absolutely right. But for some of the things that you call like blatant cheating, I call subtle nuance in sport.
Okay.
And I think once you get comfortable with subtle nuance, you enjoy sports more than just sitting there, because obviously, I mean, they're human beings presiding over other human beings on a, you know, and for hockey, a fast pace. I mean, for baseball, shit happens, you know, semi-fast sometimes. It's, of course they're going to fucking make mistakes. You see bad calls and cheating like every pitch in baseball. The catcher's always cheating.
Well, I've seen a lot of.
That's what they do. And I mean, he's trying to fool the umpire. I mean, it's up to the umpire to call him and be like, "All right, bud, it's getting too much now."
I've seen a lot of
pitches.
pitches
You can get thrown out for doing that.
On that pitch tracker, like they have the heads up display or whatever on the fucking. You know, you can see it's like clearly a ball, and you know, that gives them the whole fucking straight. Like, whoa,
that's the look. So you're getting that, like, that tracker is. That's showing you from over the pitcher's shoulder, whereas you got to put yourself on an umpire crouching down. Maybe you fucking slept wrong. You got some lower back pain. You're fucking moving around. The pitch is going at fucking like 100 miles an hour also.
Yeah.
I think
And the
the
catcher's doing this creative shit, like you said,
he's
right?
framing shit. This all happens so fast, right? Of course you're gonna fuck up. The human umpire for home plate, obsolete. Get rid of that. Give me a fucking Skycam. And every stadium should come equipped with like some kind of
how quick is the ball from mound to catcher? Like how fast?
It's like it. I mean,
a second.
Yeah, if that.
It's only
you have no time to decide.
That's so quick.
You need to decide if you're gonna swing or not. It like when the pitcher's arm's like here, and then you need to swing when the pitcher's arm's like here.
Like when they talk about batters recognizing the pitch out of the hand, I figure like these like even the fattest slob in baseball's got to have like the fucking like in Star Wars when Luke fucking is flying into the Death Star, and the screen comes down, like that's what they're seeing. Like a grid.
Yeah.
You got to think those guys get good at seeing what the hand looks like, you know, when it's coming around. Like, you know, if it's like doing something like this, you're like, yeah, I'm getting getting a curveball, or, you know, if you're getting like this, I'm getting a fastball, you know, if I'm getting a knuckleball or, you know, whatever.
Do you think they watch the hand? Like when?
Oh, I'm sure.
They absolutely do. They absolutely do. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I would if I was a batter.
Yeah.
I'd probably watch a shit ton of video on that pitcher. I was going to probably, like, if I knew the pitcher, I'd watch a shit ton of video. What does his hand look like when what are his pitches, first of all? Then what does his hand look like?
Shimmy different if he's throwing a fastball as opposed to like a changeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Which is a veteran move.
A veteran move. I don't know.
Circle back to Corey Perry.
That's just
he's
pre-scouting.
good at doing that. He's
That's
good
just
at pre-scouting.
pre-scouting.
You know, if we can get back to Corey Perry, he's a good guy at doing that.
Hang on. So I think scouting the pitcher and stuff like that is the same thing as scouting a goaltender. Like, go glove high. He can't save shit.
Yeah.
You know, so that's, I don't know if that's a veteran move. That's just the pre-scouting.
Yeah,
that's
I was speaking out of turn.
Okay. So yeah, like you scout your goaltender, you're like, fucking the guy can't save shit. He gets 5 holes. Shoot a fire. Can't save shit.
Freddie Anderson.
Yeah. Mikko Koskinen, glove high.
That guy's a whore. He's a whore. He can't close his legs.
we can all agree Corey Perry's not as awful as Ryan Kessler. Ryan
Kessler sucks. Fuck
Ryan
that
Kessler
guy.
is a piece of garbage.
Fuck that guy.
On the Todd Bertuzzi scale of pieces of shit, I mean,
I think Todd
Bertuzzi
is less of a piece of shit than Ryan.
Bertuzzi is here. Like Bertuzzi's here. I'd put
is he like 10 on the scale? And then
Bertuzzi's 10. Bertuzzi.
So he's like the limit.
I'd put Kessler above Bertuzzi.
What?
So it's like,
dude, no.
I don't know.
He did like one awful, terrible thing, which is awful.
Which was horrific, dude. That wasn't hockey. That was a beating.
I agree.
That went to court, man. Or they wanted it to go to court.
I know.
And who was that was the stick guy, right? But Bertuzzi hit with a stick, and Brashear was the guy who, or was it the other way around?
No, Brashear hit the guy with the stick. Bertuzzi was the
sucker punch
from behind punch and then pushed down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy
or
Jesus!
A veteran move.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Imagine the hashtags nowadays. If the fucking Todd Bertuzzi did that, it'd be like cancel Bertuzzi. Yeah. Cancel Canucks for even employing him. I'm boycotting the Canucks until Todd Bertuzzi isn't a Canuck anymore.
I don't know.
You should too.
I feel like
blah, blah,
like sports fans on sports, like Twitter fans, they're more like fucking kill that guy. They're not more like Bertuzzi.
No, that would be like a public thing by then.
Yeah, that's fair. Well,
you know the people would jump all over that.
There would definitely it would be the definite split of the thoughts and prayers. That was horrible. How can you do that? And then there'd be the other people like, well, my buddy was fucking calling him out. He got what he fucking deserved.
Then they took our jobs.
That's what you get for being fucking stupid and fucking running your mouth.
This is exactly what it's
challenge.
This is exactly what it's like.
That's Twitter. That is a verbal recount of a Twitter.
That's
thread.
That's what I see when I read anybody complaining about like some person or something on Twitter. I just see that like prepare.
There are main buzzwords that I see all the time, and it's like, or phrases. Do your research. Get educated, and the clown face emoji.
Yeah.
That's every fucking like Twitter and Instagram thread about like a world event. God help me, trying to follow this Israel-Palestine shit. I just can't. It's just all name calling. It's just all name calling.
And I'm starting to predict when people are mad at people on Twitter, because I can kind of like see trending names and be like, okay, yeah, they're pissed off at this guy. Yeah, like this guy did something wrong.
Every time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Every time Don Cherry is trending on Twitter,
every time
it's just everyone's like, "Whoa, I saw you was trending on Twitter. Thought he died. Oh well."
Yeah, like
it's just terrible.
Every time I see like Don Cherry, I'm like, "Oh man, what did Don Cherry say? Oh no, what did he do?"
No. See, the majority of people are going there because they think he's dead.
Yeah.
Or wanting him to be dead.
You know what? I go on there to make sure he's not dead, because I mean, I don't really like. I mean,
it's Don Cherry, a big part of like my childhood. Yeah. I'm not saying I agree with his views, but it's like
I had all the Rock'em Sock'ems, man.
He doesn't deserve to die.
Yeah,
exactly. No, he's not like that.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't deserve to die.
No. But yeah, he's a fucking old man, so you can't be surprised when like an 89-year-old man is.
I think he's like 95. He's so old.
Dude, that guy. You know what was good movies? Those like Keep Your Head Up, Kid, the Don Cherry story. I don't even know how true they were, but they were good movies, man.
True.
I enjoyed watching them. It was like a cool look at the NHL in like the 50s.
When they did the Greatest Canadian, like way back, he was number 7, and he was the 7th greatest Canadian of all time.
Oh man, imagine the fucking. That's why I got out of that social media, man. Anytime, imagine if he like won something, there'd be like 80% of Twitter would be like, what's laughing emoji. Clown emoji. Get educated. # I stand with.
There's actually a new one. It's the poop emoji with the head after it. So you're calling the person a shithead, but you're using the poop. I'm seeing that one a lot on Instagram.
Wow.
It just makes me laugh. Dude, it's Crash TV, dude. It's Jerry Springer. I take no merit from these faceless. Jerry. Oh yeah, of course. If I see something trending like that's like a world thing, like, and I hate to say it, like, I don't feel like I'm exploiting like other people's strife, but I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Daniel.
Or like I follow CNN and they'll post things like, oh, young Afro-American girl gets like scholarship because her father was like wrongfully jailed, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fantastic.
Oh, there's gonna be all kinds of shit in there, yeah.
Like that Raptors super fan, the Indian guy. I can't remember his name.
He got such shit for nothing.
He's in the Hall of Fame. They put him in the basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, this is gonna be awesome.
Oh my god.
And the hatred was like it was unbelievable. Well, actually, it was totally believable, but it was
because
look at these people. I'm like, how can you say that? Where's your parents?
Yeah.
Who raised you?
I love it because I take nothing from it. I've said that before. I take nothing from it.
You know, when I started watching all the football and stuff and following the Twitters of all the football in like Europe, I'm like, oh, this is fucking pretty peaceful. There's like not much shit going on. It's pretty cool. Like there's no fucking fighting. There's no bullshit. And then like no shit. Like 1 week later, it was like somebody called somebody like who was black, like a fucking horrible name on their Twitter. And then like all of European football, like all like League One and League Two was like, we're going on a social media hiatus to protest. And like everyone, and I was like, fuck, that didn't take long for me to be here. And like all of a sudden there's this fucking like somebody did something fucking horrible. And now look,
soccer fans are fucking pretty. Like I guess last week there was something about like it was like all the fans were saying like anti-Catholic fucking
really?
And then I remember like several years ago there was like some team, it must have been like a lower division team, and one of the players on the other side was Jewish, So the fans are chanting like Adolf Hitler is coming for you. And I was like, this is a
God damn, really?
Whoa.
At a soccer game.
Holy crap.
I was like, whoa, like they're singing it. They sound happy. Like,
Jesus.
they got their pipes and they're fucking swaying. And I was like, wow, soccer.
Man, just, you know what? Sorry, Wheels. Go ahead.
Sometimes I wonder if we've evolved past Neanderthals because it really doesn't feel like
no.
Sometimes, man, it's like,
you know what? You got to just watch that good old Bundesliga German football. There's no bullshit there.
Yeah.
They're just talking about goal scoring and like all the stuff you want. When you're following football, you're like, hey, great. I'm just hearing about goals and fucking tackles and standings and stories about the players and records and shit. This is fantastic because I'm pretty sure it's Germany. They like they're pretty. They have their fair share of that bullshit, but also it's illegal. Mm-hmm. So like if any of that shit came up, they would just be like,
wait, so is all hate speech illegal, or is it just like hate speech?
Any mention of like, you know, Hitler or anything like,
you
know, like siding with him or supporting any of that or any fucking Nazi shit, it's fucking illegal. You can't fucking talk about that stuff.
I'm pretty sure that like that still exists.
Yeah,
of course
it does.
It does. Just because something is illegal, just because it's illegal, people are like, "Oh, guys, we should."
Yeah.
I follow the law, okay, Eric. Gone.
Hey, so do I. Well,
you know,
I do now.
You know who doesn't follow the law? Corey fucking Perry.
Corey Perry, man. Well.
What is the law of the NHL? It's
lawless. It's
lawless. That's a lawless wasteland.
Those referees are doing nothing.
Well, you know what? This year, an NHL referee got caught on a hot mic, openly being corrupt. So
openly, and
their credibility is fucking gone.
Nothing.
It was gone with me before when I'm like, these guys are corrupt. They have to be corrupt. There's just no way you can see it happening. The blatant corruption, and then like a year later it's like NHL referee caught on hot mic being blatantly corrupt. I'm like, well, fucking there you go.
Hey, Daniels, guess who just got suspended for the rest of the playoffs?
Corey Perry?
No, he's not in the playoffs.
Zach Kassian?
No,
Kadri.
Yep.
What? What?
Idiot.
Yep.
That guy plays like 2 games in the playoffs
every year, man.
That's why
clockwork.
What did he do in Colorado?
I don't know what he did, but I don't know. It was like I think it was like a blatant elbow to the head.
Okay. Well, Daniels,
I think so, yeah.
Daniels, all you got to do is go on Twitter, search hashtag clown emoji Kadri, and there you go.
Yeah.
You'll get all the info you require.
It's
that
like
fucking guy.
It's like he waits for the playoffs to be the dumbest thing possible in a hockey year.
He waits for the fucking time when the refs just pretty much put the whistles. They forget them in the dressing room. That's how little they're gonna need them in these in the playoffs. And then he somehow makes them run to the dressing room like, shit, I forgot my fucking whistle.
Right. Yeah.
Because someone like Kadri, like, it's like, dude, you haven't fucking earned it. You're not a superstar, so you're not going to get it on that. And it's like you have earned no stripes playing for the fucking Leafs, dude. Like,
that's a trope or like I don't know. I guess a way of the league that I disagree with. Like you got to earn your calls.
That's every sport.
I know, but that's a load of crap. Like just call
it. It is a load of crap, but it's like it. So in a way, it forces you to either be better, you know, or you're just gonna succumb to this fucking umpire. You got to be better. That you can't let him.
Yeah, but I will say,
and again, I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah,
but it's like, you know, get around it, find a way around it. You're a pro athlete.
So Nazem Kadri fucking elbows that guy in the head, and then like media darling somehow like Shane Doan fucking does the same thing, and he's a good Canadian boy because he plays on the edge.
How many times has he been suspended versus Kadri?
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna look at. Is he a shit disturber? Like,
but that's the thing.
I mean, a blatant fucking, like, if you're out to get somebody, being a superstar,
well, you know what?
Always protect
I haven't seen this. I can't believe he got fucking suspended again. That completely turned that Leafs series when that happened with Jake DeBrusk and him. like his last year, that completely turned the series.
Colorado's not winning the series now. That it's done.
I don't know, man. You can't say anything about Colorado. Like,
I don't know, man. Like,
do you guys remember Brett Laurie, who played for the Jays for a couple of years?
Yeah, I remember.
He was like the same thing. He was a young kid who had talent, but he squandered it because he was a piece of shit fucking crybaby.
Yeah.
So like the umps, like you're coming up the bat and you might as well already be coming up 0-2.
Yeah. Oh, so
you know what I mean? Because the umps are like, oh, this fucking piece of shit. Like
he was already chirping like as he was coming up.
Oh, dude, it was like his rookie year, and like the big one was like he thought he got ball 4, so he starts taking off, which the umps fucking hate that. If you take off before they call ball 4.
Yeah.
So the ump calls it a strike, late strike. So he does the what are you fucking stupid? It's like his rookie year. You know he's already beaking the ump. And then the next pitch was like in the same spot. So there he goes, taking off the first base because he thinks he got the walk. Strike 3, you're out, buddy. And then he throws the fucking helmet down, which bounces and hits the umpire. So he gets tossed, and it's like, you know the fucking manager, fucking Gibby, was like, settle the fuck down there, sweetheart. Like, what are you fucking doing? Who the fuck are you, man?
Yeah.
Like, you're a fucking nobody. You're a nobody. You can hit dingers in AAA. This is the show. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I fucking loved Brett Laurie for like about 10 minutes. And I was like, this guy is going to flounder and be chewed up and spit out by MLB. And he was.
Clearly he did.
Right.
Yep.
Hit looked a little high. He got suspended for 8 games, but he got suspended for 8 games. The hit was a little high. It looked a little high. It looked like we led with the elbow a bit. It was hard because the replay was kind of far away that I watched. But then also Twitter is also like, but Tom Wilson got 0 for literally driving a guy's head into the ice. So I mean, and they're both repeat offenders. So consistency is 0.
It's absolutely.
So I mean that's one of the things where you're like, I can't take it seriously. I can't take it seriously. And they're blatantly they've already been caught being openly corrupt once.
It's discretion of people that don't know what they're fucking doing. Or
but think of all the other refs who haven't been caught. You're telling me that like
yes.
There's not
you're gonna ask me if they're
not
corrupt.
A French Canadian, absolutely. A French Canadian reffing a fucking Montreal Toronto game.
Yeah.
I don't care if the guy's a patient fucking saint. There's no way I'm gonna believe that he's fucking giving us any call.
No, you know what? The NHL players on Twitter coming out after saying, I don't know why he's getting fired for just getting caught in a hot mic. Every ref does this.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, now the NHL players are saying like, every ref's openly corrupt. Yeah. They're openly swaying games with their calls. They're
I don't know about openly, but there definitely has to be like because like I just said, like with someone like a Kadri or a Brett Laurie, if you're just a fucking shit disturber and you're a fucking annoyance every fucking game, and maybe in the pre-skate you skate by me and you're like, keep your fucking head up. You skate by me and be like, I'm gonna ruin your night, brother. I hope you don't have family here. The whole fucking game in the box, son.
Oh yeah, no, I'd be a horrible fucking NHL player too.
Oh yeah, no, I'd be terrible.
If I made it to the NHL, I'd like, if somebody did anything, I'd probably be like, I'm gonna fucking murder you, and I'd be completely serious about it. And like, I would never fucking do it, but I'd be striking the fear, right? Like, but like, you know what? I got to give the Leafs credit. The one good thing they did this year for me was to completely derail Matthew Tkachuk's career. Just Jake Muzzin, just completely derailing Matthew Tkachuk's career for life, and that's the best thing that they've done.
How did they do that?
Jake Muzzin flicked a puck at Matt Tkachuk, and then Matt Tkachuk got mad and went after Jake Muzzin. All Matt Tkachuk's teammates just stood there and did nothing while everyone like pounded on Matt Tkachuk. And then Matt Tkachuk got mad that his teammates never stood up for him. They went back to the room, and the rumor is all the Calgary players were like, look, man, you got to tone it down. We're sick of you expecting us to stick up for your bullshit all the time. Yeah. And he completely he never fucking did. He just completely shut off for the whole season.
Oh, wow.
It was awesome. It was awesome. Fuck that guy. I hope his career is over.
He's not a superstar, dude. Did you think like, do you think Grutz was going to like Messier and being like, hey, Mess, can you like fucking tone it down out there?
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Fucking Mark Messier. But
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
He can throw all the elbows he fucking wants.
Yeah. Well, Mark Messier, he was the king of like the go in the corner and then just stick the elbow up and let the guy skate into you.
Yep.
Which there should be nothing wrong with that. I mean,
no,
it's a guy's choice if he doesn't want to fucking hit you or not, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to hit Mark Messier because I would be deathly afraid of that fucking.
Yeah, so would I.
That Star Wars like helmet coming.
Yeah, yeah, the Star Wars helmet, the fucking Jofa from the
guy looks like a stormtrooper on Endor. Man.
It's like, you know what? Gretzky had like the fucking best brain in hockey. He wore this fucking mesh fucking helmet his whole career. It never fucking couldn't. He could probably. It wouldn't even if he fell over. There's no way that helmet would have done anything.
Explode.
And Mark Messier already had a lunkhead head. You know, the head made of fucking rocks, and he wore this huge ass helmet.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
Saskatchewan?
weird.
Is he Saskatchewan boy?
No,
he's
St.
from
Albert.
Edmonton. Yeah,
St. Albert.
Oh yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Look at that hometown boy. How do you like
He's
that?
a hometown boy, man.
He is.
He rocks up. My dad's like, oh fuck, I remember somebody was doing something. I think Cassian was doing something, and he's like, yeah, Messier used to do this fucking shit all the time. It's fucking lunkhead bullshit. You know, he's just the guy was a hell of a player, but Jesus Christ, just always doing this dumb shit sometimes. And yeah, he's like, God, the '80s, man. It was Gretzky just doing unbelievable shit all the time, and Messier skating in the boards doing something. And
oh man.
Yeah.
Does your dad hate like the New York Islanders like for life?
No, he was like, oh, Bobby Nystrom and all those guys.
Oh yeah, he's all about
yeah.
it. Eh?
Yeah, he was like, oh, those guys are great players, man. You just gotta love them, and you know, might have been different because it was a hard fought series where like, you know, even Gretz said like when we lost in the finals, we walked by and there was no partying. They were all just nursing injuries, and then that's the moment we learned to win.
Yep.
Or whatever fucking great media spin thing, good story shit that, you know, they won the next year. So,
yeah, gee, I don't know, Tyson, but I hate to say it. I think in your sports fandom, you might want to adopt that advice. How you learn to win, buddy.
Yeah, that's how you learn to win. And also maybe not, hate all the teams and everything. Man.
It's easy. It's easy to do that, but it's like, it's like they're always there for you. You know what I mean? I think that's actually a line from like Fever Pitch or something. Like, you know, they'll break your heart, but they're always there for you. You know, like,
honestly, there's nothing better than like watching a playoff game and like overtime and your team wins.
I know, that is awesome.
It's an awesome.
Awesome. Yeah,
in any sport, not just hockey, in anything.
Man, that you know what, that 97-98 Oilers, like, you know, that whole time with Cujo and Todd Marchant and Mike Greer and Boris Mironov, Yanni Niinema, you know, all these like Bill Guerin, Dougie Weight. This was like my youth of Oilers. It was like what made me a fan. And then 2006 with that, like over Horkoff in overtime, like Torres in overtime, like Smith with 3 goals to tie the game. One of them, a typical garbage Smith goal off his fucking stomach and in or some shit. And just made me an even bigger fan. And
crying Ryan Smith.
Oh man, you gotta love the guy. You gotta love the guy.
He bleeds blue and
white.
He bleeds it.
Oh man. The only guy to ever get himself intentionally traded back to the Oilers.
Yeah, man.
On purpose. That's
probably true.
It is. Yeah, he orchestrated that fucking trade. And then he's on the bench. He got traded from, I think he went from Colorado. I think he played in LA for a little while. He got traded from LA for Colin Fraser, actually. Yeah, for Colin Fraser. Colin Fraser went to LA and won a fucking Stanley Cup. Ryan Smith comes back to Edmonton, doesn't win shit.
No.
But hey, at least he's an Oiler again, I guess.
Yeah.
The poor bastard.
Man, the heart wants what the heart wants, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. He would have just stuck around for like fucking 2 more years. But yeah, there's a good video too of Ryan Smith on the Oilers bench when they're playing the Kings, and he's like, "Oh, I fucking know these guys. They love doing this shit. They love it like this. Don't do that. They love this shit. I played on this," and he's just fucking yelling at his teammates about, "Oh, they love doing that. Don't let them do that."
I love the hockey like mentor. I recently saw a video of like, it was like Brett Hull. I think he was on the Stars, and one of the younger kids like fucked up like twice, and the coach was just like obviously laying into him.
Yeah.
And fuck, I can't really remember the video, but it wasn't really like the kid's fault. And then he fucks up again, and he goes to the bench, and then like the coach is leaning over, and Hull is like blocking him, like he's like leaning back to block the coach from like this kid. I was like, oh, he's not such an asshole. Like after all, you know, like you like to see that. It's like, all right, boys, you know, calm down there, boys.
Calm down there.
My coach is screaming,
Gloria, Gloria.
My favorite Brett Hall story is the one where he like told off Sean Avery because Sean Avery was chirping Joe Sakic, and Hall's like, "Hey, you don't talk to Mr. Sakic."
Yo, yeah.
Mr. Sakic.
Yeah, you don't talk to Mr. Sakic that way.
You don't talk to Mr. Sakic that way. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's like a different team, right? Like
like
you don't talk to Mr. Sakic that way.
He was telling his own teammates to be like, "Hey, you don't talk to Mr. Sakic."
Because it's Joe Sakic, right?
Joe
like you don't
Sakic.
like
Mr. Sakic.
If it was Nazem Kadri, I'll be like, yo, give him fucking more.
Give him a couple more, yeah. Give him a couple more.
For someone like Joe, hey, you don't talk to Mr. Sakic that way. I'm gonna tell you that right now, right? I'm a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
You don't fucking talk to Mr. Sakic.
You're not even allowed to talk to Joe Sakic.
Yeah. I'll talk to Joe Sakic for you.
Yeah.
I'm Canadian, but I fucking hate that country.
Yeah.
But that guy, he's an all right guy. You know, fucking
Mr.
Sakic.
Yeah.
You know what? When Patrick Laine was playing for the Jets and they were playing an Oilers game and it was like a tie game and the puck went somewhere near the Jets goalie, and Laine, just probably because that guy's a trigger man for life, he just fucking fired it into his own net.
No.
And the Oilers won the game because of it. And you can see Laine on the bench. He's just fucking hanging his head. And Blake Wheeler, the captain's sitting there on his bench. You can just, the replay, he's like, he puts his arm around him and you can see he's just like fucking talking. And Laine's kind of perking up a bit. And you got to know that guy was like, don't take it too hard, kid. You know, some buzzwords like that. Don't take it too hard, kid. You're gonna be all right. We'll win the next one, kid.
Could you imagine being like on Gordie Howe's team in like his last year, like playing in the AHL? He's like an old kid. He's like got a cigar and the fucking it's like the second intermission. He's got a beer and a cigar. You know, back in '62, the Rockies used to do that to me, but we find ways around that, kid.
Don't worry about that, kid.
All the other guys are like using the exercise bike during intermission. He's like, "What are you doing?"
No, look at these guys. What are you wasting your energy for? You're
relaxed. Yeah, you guys are all a bunch of idiots.
Stretch? What the hell is that?
Look at you girls. What's this girls' league?
Yeah. As he's punching like just a tree that they've brought in.
He's got the big hand like a roast or whatever. Back in my day, we used to do these kinds of calisthenics.
Gordie Howe is like, aren't you 62 years old? I'm 52, kid, but I look 62 because I had a hard life.
He's got like puck scars all over his face.
Yeah, right. I used to babysit the Pocket Rocket, you know.
He retired a decade ago.
Fucking Gordie Howe. Yeah, you know, because I mean, like that guy's man, he won cups and he had records. That guy's fucking 52 years old and playing for probably the Whalers at that time. So he's playing for the Whaler or whatever, and
he scored 20 goals his final year at 50.
Did he really?
Yeah, the guy was fucking obscene. The guy was obscene.
Yeah.
He's like Yager, like an ageless wonder. You know, he gets better with age.
Yager could probably still come back and play in the NHL.
Probably, and Yager plays hockey all the time.
Yeah,
right now
I love Jaromir Yager.
He owns a team. He owns a team that he also plays for.
Yeah,
in Kladno. I think it's Kladno.
Over here.
Yeah,
man. He's like the Czech Mario Lemieux.
Yeah, everybody just plays on the guys play on his team. It's like it's fucking Jaromir Yager.
Yeah. Would you say that Jaromir Yager is the Mario Lemieux of Wayne Gretzky's?
I'm confused as to what you mean. I thought you were going to say of Kladno, you know, the Mario Lemieux of Kladno, and I was going to say Yes.
Is that where he's from? Is he from Kladno?
I don't know, but that's the team he owns / plays for.
Kladno. Go Kladno.
Go Kladno. Yeah, the guy. I'm pretty sure he like owns a team, like makes the trades, makes the signing, and like laces up the skates and scores fucking 2 goals a night. Like,
yeah.
Fucking Euro hockey though. It's so weird.
And then hooks up with hot Czech models because that's kind of what he does.
Of course, why not? You're Jaromir Jagr, dude.
Do you remember that when he hooked up with that smoking hot chick?
Oh yeah, and she tried to like bribe him.
Yeah, she tried to bribe him, and he was like, "Go ahead, I don't care."
I don't care. Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to be sorry? I sleep with good-looking women. Oh,
Yeah.
Put the picture. I don't care. Like,
yeah.
Sounds like
what
Jeter.
Yeah. Like what? You go post. I don't care. Like, yeah, she tried to. So she posted the picture, and all the comments were like, "Go Yags!" Like, attaboy.
Go Yags.
Go Yags. Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. I wonder if Jaromir Jagr sends like a basket of like Czech chocolates and an autograph to all his groupie fans.
Yo, that's Derek Jeter's flex, dude.
That's not like you don't think Jagr
Signed picture. I'm sure he probably does. I'm just saying you probably stole that from Jeter.
That's entirely possible. That's amazing. That's my favorite. Like, this is what I do with groupies kind of story. It's true, man. Like,
it's Jeter. He's a nice guy.
It's true, man.
He thinks he's doing something right, but it's not like it's like a bad thing, but it's certainly weird. It's a little odd, but it's like, yeah, hey, we had sex. Here's your gift basket, and I'll just sign those titties, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, see you later.
Let's do this again. Let's do this again.
Yeah, I'll be in town in like 3 weeks for 3 days, and
that's true. Yeah.
Going to Kansas City for like a week. Gonna eat steak. I'll see you later.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I think the coach will be playing like 1 game.
Oh, Jeter. Jeter is someone actually I thought could have broken the Gehrig record, like the Iron Man record.
Was he an Iron Man?
No, well, he played a lot of fucking games, but with I mean, even like around Jeter's time, it's like, oh, you take the day off, where you'd be like, oh, fuck that shit, man.
Yeah.
Getting paid like $10 million. I'm gonna fucking play every day. Your arm is hanging off.
Yeah.
I feel like Cal Ripken and Mike Trout are probably the last guys to be like that.
But even Trout gets days off.
Well, now, but I feel like probably he doesn't seem very injury prone, so maybe he gets like maintenance days. I know he's injured right now, so
it's because he's doing it right, man. He's the White Knight of Major League Baseball.
He's kind of the White Knight. He is. He's kind of the White Knight. Yeah, it's true.
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah. I love that guy.
Yeah, I like Mike Trout too.
Yep. He's worth every single bit of the $500 million. I said.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Dude, did you guys see the video of I don't know if it was this year. I think it was this year. Like Clayton Kershaw's pitching, and he's got like a couple of guys on base, and he throws like a fucking one like right in the dirt or something, and you can see the fucking guys on the coach on the bench is on the fucking phone to the bullpen. The manager stands up, and then he's just like you can see him
laughing. He's like, no.
Yeah, you can see him like, no, what are you doing? No. And then he just walks back to the mound, and then he looks back and he's like, no. And then he strikes out like the next, like 2 guys. And then just walks back to the mound, like, no, what are you doing? And the manager's like, oh shit, sorry, bro. Like,
because he's a grizzled veteran.
So did he earn that?
Name of the episode this year or this episode?
So did he earn that respect? So
of course he did. That... Dude, if I was the coach and I was like, I think I'm gonna go talk to him, and Clay Kershaw was like, nope, I'm good, I'd be like, all right.
He says he's good. Well, how come you didn't pull him? Didn't you see it on the TV? He said he was good.
Yeah.
You go tell Clayton Kershaw to get off the mound.
I'm actually gonna call this episode "This is a Veteran Move."
That's a good one.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh,
you know
man.
what? You know what's a veteran move?
What's that?
Getting that old jab, Wheels.
Getting that old jab.
Oh yeah.
Old jab.
Yeah, you got your jab, eh?
I got my jab.
Half of this podcast is I got their first poke.
That's
true.
Right.
That's true.
That's good.
That's right.
This whole podcast is like less than a week away from the first jab. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're what? You're Thursday, right?
I'm Tuesday. Sid is Wednesday.
Yeah.
So Katie's also Wednesday. Shannon's also Wednesday, so the whole pod family is going to be fully poked by episode 66.
Well,
not 66.
Oh man, that means we are very many steps closer to in-person potting.
Oh yeah, we're on third base. We're on third base.
Oh, buddy, we have a lead.
Yep, we do.
We have a comfortable 3-run lead with one out in the bottom of the ninth, and our fucking closer is dealing.
Yeah, true.
Dealing. So the first batter gone, 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 3 pitches, looking out.
Oh yeah.
I've been saying this. I've been saying this shit since really since the start of this thing, or whatever. As every trend is gone. So if you look at the UK right now, everything that happens there is 3-4 weeks before it gets here. Mm-hmm. So when they were freaking the fuck out over there about everything and shutting shit down, I'm like, fuck, we should shut shit down because it's just a matter of time. And then everyone's like, oh, fucking economy. And then fucking 3 weeks later, it's like, whoa, we are dealing with record numbers. I'm like, well, fucking see, if you just look east and then just wait, that's going to come here. So right now, the UK, I think it was 3 nights ago at midnight, they opened all their pubs. And they're selling tickets to live soccer games, and everyone's going. There'll be fans at Champions League. There's fans at the League 1 and League 2 playoffs and the Championship playoffs right now. Mm-hmm. There's actual people. They've released 6,000 tickets or something. Mm-hmm. So I mean, pubs are open. People are fucking hanging out.
Mm-hmm. You can see that here. You can see that here in the States. I mean, baseball games, there's concerts happening. The hockey, there's fans in the hockey. The Montreal Canadiens.
On the 28th, they're going to. 28th.
They're going to be letting people in.
Yep.
I mean, guys.
It's just a matter of time.
Yep. It's coming.
It's always going to be around. It's always going to be something. But look, the flu kills people just the same. It's still a contagion. It's a more serious contagion, but it's just going to be one of many contagions out there. Mm-hmm. The whole thing about the economy, I mean, that is right. I say in about 2 years, the next election you hear about is going to be about job relief for people who lost their businesses during COVID, which will be the next epidemic, which will be homelessness and unemployment, because a lot of people lost jobs and businesses.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
The economy did get fucked, but it's one of those things. It's for the greater good.
You're also going to see a lot of shit it's happening right now is businesses are having to raise their minimum wage, and it's not, and they're canceling unemployment because there's nobody looking for jobs, but at the same time now people are refusing to work for that bullshit fucking 15 or 13 bucks. In the States, whatever, Canada's has $15 minimum wage, but in the States it's not. I don't know what it is there, but they're like, ooh, people are offering $15 at McDonald's. And it's all of a sudden there's all these people that, because all their big thing is oh, people don't want to work anymore.
Yeah.
And it's well, no, they don't want to work. They've had a year off to think about how much that sucked. It sucked to work there.
The group of people that will suffer the most from the fallout is going to be people in government, politicians, because this is just, whether you want to say it's been handled wrongly, which I don't really totally agree with, because it's how the fuck would you have handled it? It's a fucking pandemic. How do you handle a pandemic properly? I don't think there's a book on that or anything. But politicians will be the ones who will suffer most, because they're going to be held to the fire on, I hope.
I hope people have a long memory, because
my only thing is that are we going to see a lot more people I hate to bring up Q, but that kind of politician where it's we're for the people, and then you're not for the fucking people when you say you're for the people, or the type of people who say they're for the people. There's usually a complexion scale of the people that they are for, and the darker you get on it, they're not really for those people. So I fear that's going to be the next popular politician. Is this?
Well, that's a scary thought, because you could just look at how close Trump actually came to winning that re-election just based on that. with
I mean,
and then
he's running again, man. He's gonna run again.
Yeah.
well,
Oh yeah. 100%.
That's gonna be scary.
Yeah, it will be.
But anyway, I know.
I tell you this, he could win.
I know Daniels is gonna be right there on those fucking hashtags, eating popcorn, just like holy fuck, holy fuck.
You're fired. You're out.
We love you. Wait.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. So guys, let's get Daniels. I just want to see that fucking screenshot of your fucking vaccination record, and Sid too. And Shannon and Kate. Well, no, I'm not probably. I probably won't get their screenshots because they're not on the pod. Fucking
no.
chat,
I'll get at least Katie. We'll get that up on the.
Yeah, get that up on the chat, the pod chat.
Yeah.
I didn't really. I just put like I was sitting at the fucking vaccine thing, and then there was Taylor from Coz and Indigo shows up.
Yep, he's got.
And I mean, you know what? And I knew
the last person I want to see while getting a vaccine.
No, you know what? It's funny. He showed up. I kind of forgot that he was coming because I like. Right when you could book vaccines, I was like, I saw him and I said, "Hey man, did you book a vaccine?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm going May 20th at 3:30." And I said, "Oh, I'm May 20th at 3 o'clock. Do you want to get together and hold balls while we get needles?" And he was like, "Dude, I'm in."
Wow.
So I was like, "Fuck yeah, we're going to get together and hold balls and comfort each other while we get needles." And then I forgot. And then he showed up like, and I was sitting in like the 15-20 minute waiting area. And Taylor comes in the waiting area and I'm like, "Hey man." And then he's like, "Dude." And I'm like, "Fuck, I thought we were going to hold balls. What the fuck?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." Well.
No shorts. I saw the picture, so I thought he wasn't wearing the short shorts.
Yeah,
it would have been easier.
He wasn't wearing the short shorts actually.
He was wearing his tight painted on jeans.
No, I don't know. I didn't look at his pants, but yeah, you know, he was his usual like scrubby self, you know, Taylor's fucking big fucking ponytail and
he was actually in our place doing some work in our bathroom, which was top notch.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Taylor. Thank you for
gotta love the guy.
Little bathroom reno.
Gotta love the guy.
Nice.
Oh hell yeah, he's good people.
He's good shit. Yeah. He's good people.
It's just weird now that he works for like the building, and it's just like I go into the laundry room, it's like Taylor's there, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh yeah, you work here.
Oh yeah. What are you doing here?
911. No.
Sorry. Forgot you work here.
Tommy, run.
Run. He's got the short shorts on.
No, we love Taylor. Friend of the show.
I hope he listens because it's no fun to rip on Taylor if he doesn't hear it.
It's true.
We'll put it in the header here. I'll note it.
So it's
Taylor ripping.
That's a veteran move. Also, we rip on Taylor from Coz and Indigo.
Nice. I like
veteran move.
I like
it. Man, theme of the show.
Ripping on
the show.
The title is "Ripping on Taylor." That's a veteran move.
Okay.
There you go. Boom. That's what that's why I pay for education.
Taylor's gonna listen to like an hour and a half of show and then be like, "Where the fuck are they gonna rip?" Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, there.
Because when we did the Coz and Indigo song, he was like, he stopped me in the street. He's like, "You guys making fun of my short shorts?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh man. Oh boy.
Yeah.
So well, I was gonna say, Justin, did you watch that Batista movie?
Army of the Dead?
Yes.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's not bad.
If we can get people off of the horror of Taylor and maybe into the comfort of a good movie,
it has all the conventions and things that you love about a Zack Snyder movie. It has all of them. All the slow-mo.
Intrigue and
the violence, the slow-mo.
4-hour director's cut.
4-hour director's cut. It is actually probably, I would say it's probably the longest zombie movie I've ever watched.
How long is it? What's the clock? What are we clocking in at?
2.5 hours.
That's
it's a zombie. You don't need 2.5 hours for a zombie movie.
Well, you tell me. You watched it. Did you need 2.5 hours? Could you have cut a little bit of it?
You could have cut some stuff. Yes.
Okay.
I think you could have trimmed some stuff.
Okay.
Let's just say Batista's not Laurence Olivier. Okay. He
really
tries. He really tries. Really tries.
He's like if you order John Cena on Wish, you get Batista.
True, man.
Did you know that on Crave, there's a new Wipeout, and John Cena is one of the hosts?
I did see that actually. Yeah, I did see.
I have to watch this.
That's like that Chinese or Japanese show, but like.
No, you're thinking of MXC, which it's definitely a knockoff of MXC.
Isn't that kind of the same thing? Yeah.
It is. It just doesn't have like the kind of racist undertones of like the voiceovers and
the yeah.
Hey, I'm a huge fan of Guy Ledouche. I'm just saying, it's time for an update. I love that MXC.
Cool. Awesome.
So it's a good movie. It's long.
Yeah, no, it's entertaining, and he's fine. It's an entertaining movie. It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's actually very entertaining. There's lots of cool zombie action. It's got all the things, all the good and the bad of Zack Snyder.
What's the bad of Zack Snyder?
What is
Sorry,
that?
I don't understand.
Well,
does not compute.
The bad is like the gritty, like self-serious kind of like this is serious kind of thing that he does, and the good is the action and the visuals and the gratuitous violence.
So Zack Snyder is the Steven Spielberg of Martin Scorsese.
Wow.
I think you're intentionally confusing us with this bullshit.
I'm absolutely doing that.
We're like, we can't follow. You like 3 names in, and we're like, wait, what the fuck is he saying?
Zack Snyder might be the like Steven Spielberg of bad directors.
Is Zack Snyder? Who would you say is a better director, Zack Snyder or Michael Bay?
That's hard. That'd be hard.
Really? That's hard?
I don't know, wow. Man. Rip on Michael Bay movies all you want. There's a lot to enjoy about them.
There's a lot to enjoy about
Michael Bay, he did make 13 Hours.
I knew we were going to go here. I knew it was going to go here.
Time.
Yeah, but
I knew we were going to get here.
Zack Snyder made 300.
Did he really? Was that Zack Snyder?
Yeah.
Of course that was Zack Snyder. Of course.
300 was a pretty cool movie.
300
was a very cool movie.
Transformers was an awesome movie. The first Transformers was fucking awesome.
Like those movies.
I can't speak to the second or the third one. I mean, the second one was okay. The first one was awesome.
The second one was not okay.
It was okay. The first one was awesome.
Nothing okay.
The first one had everything you want in a movie. It had fucking cars that drove fast, had robots fighting, had a hot chick. Like what more do you want?
Did they switch? Did it start as like Mark Wahlberg?
No.
And then
the first one was Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the first.
And then they went to Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
How bad do you have to be that you're getting replaced by Mark?
No, so there was 3 with Shia LaBeouf, 2 with Megan Fox.
Yeah.
And then they just got like a random other hot chick for the third movie. They were just like, I always need a random other hot chick.
Random hot chick that wants to be objectified on camera.
Yeah. For the third movie. And then I think there was like 2 or something with Mark Wahlberg, and then there was like a spin-off with nobody of that.
Oh, just Bumblebee's awesome. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there was a spin-off, but it had nobody from the previous movies.
No, it didn't.
So like there was no. My problem is like
that's actually a lie. It had the soldiers from the previous movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because it's set in the 80s though, Bumblebee, and like the other movies are set in the 2000s.
Yeah,
but the Bumblebee's set in the 80s or the 90s.
Yeah, I know, but I'm pretty sure there was like they were like younger soldiers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like they were younger, but they were the same soldiers I think from the first Transformers.
Well, then why the hell in the fucking first Transformers movie weren't they like, hey, we've seen this shit before?
I don't know, because they didn't plan 5
movies ahead. Because they didn't make all that money first.
Yeah,
they gotta make that money before you start fucking.
See, that's where those Marvel movies really shine. Is where like that shit is thought of, like it's thought about ahead of time.
Exactly.
And like that kind of stuff, like with Transformers, like it could have been awesome if you just because when Bumblebee came, I was like, oh, I wonder if that's going to be like somehow connected to Megan Fox's character or something, like somehow. like, you know, she never sees him, but like, you know, she's passes by or something, and nope, just for nothing.
Yeah,
Because
but
like,
why would that happen? She never knew the Transformers until she met Shia LaBeouf.
well, maybe she did,
Well,
and she just didn't know about
Shia
Shia
LaBeouf.
LaBeouf. We're all unsure about how you pronounce his name. Maybe you should make that the title. How the fuck do you pronounce Shia LaBeouf's last name?
Listen, I'm the writer. I will call it whatever the fuck I want to call it.
Wow.
Don't stifle my creativity.
Quick rapid fire question. Who wins in a drunken fight, Joaquin Phoenix or Shia LaBeouf?
I think Shia LaBeouf.
Joaquin Phoenix.
You think Joaquin Phoenix? I was going to say Shia LaBeuf.
I think Shia LaBeouf's legit crazy. I think Joaquin Phoenix is probably pretty chill. Yeah. I think Joaquin Phoenix can act crazy, but I don't think he's actually crazy.
Yeah, you could be right. Shia LaBeouf's probably like real stringy and quick, you know.
I feel like if Joaquin got you on the ground, it'd be over.
Yeah.
But if you could have a good standing game and a stick and move, then you could take Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll have to ask the fact checker to fact check this one.
There is a story. There was a story, like a rumor on the internet, that Shia LaBeouf punched out Tom Hardy. So.
Whoa! Really?
Yeah, that's
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wow.
Yeah, but see, Tom Hardy's another one of those guys that he can act like a tough guy, but maybe he's not a tough guy.
I just associate Tom Hardy with fucking Bane.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
And I don't think anyone touches Bane at all.
So
you clearly missed the end of that movie, sir, because he gets handled.
He gets stabbed with a cheap shot. Batman is the
superior.
I can't think of two cheap shot artists because I was going to say Batman is the blank of Corey Perry's.
Of Mark Messier's, of whatever.
Batman is the Mark Messier of Corey Perry.
Is Batman the superhero Corey Perry? Is that what we're getting at?
Cheap shot. It was a cheap shot.
So, anyways, hey, speaking of Tom Hardy, did you guys see the new Venom trailer?
I did.
Looks
it looks good
cool.
because they're like buddies.
Yeah, you know, I love the first Venom because it's a buddy movie.
Yeah,
like, you know, they're buddies, and I like the second movie. Like the second movie is gonna have Woody Harrelson as Carnage.
That'll be pretty cool.
I mean, that guy's gonna own any role he's in. It doesn't really matter what it is.
I did like the ending of the trailer when he's like, "No chocolate. Should I eat her?"
yeah.
Right?
I know. They turned Venom into a guy you root for, and that's some pretty good fucking filmmaking right there.
Yeah.
Because you're rooting for Venom, and he's a fucking not a guy that you root for.
No, you can't. It's impossible to have him in a Spider-Man movie. You can't have him in a Spider-Man movie now because, well,
I think you could, and I think it would be very divisive.
Well, yeah, that's why you can't have him in a Spider-Man movie because we made. Who do you root for in that movie?
Let's see.
Well, I was rooting.
The hashtags would be incredible.
Yeah.
It'd be like, I stand with fucking Venom, and I stand with fucking Peter Parker, and hashtag clown face shit thing.
If you hashtag I stand with anybody, we're not friends anymore.
No, God.
Dude, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Yeah, don't be that person.
Don't hashtag I
stand with whatever.
Actually, just don't hashtag.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Just don't hashtag.
No. Hashtags are good. Hashtags are good, especially for someone like us.
And I have to use the Twitter now, Tyson. I have to network because you don't hashtag anymore.
You have to write a sentence. Like the hashtags have to be more than what you said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it has to be like, I hate that shit. Like where it's like, say so you're going fishing tomorrow. You'll post a picture and it's like, out here with my dad. And then the hashtags would be like fishing, men who fish,
dinner tonight,
polls, dinner
nature,
time,
hashtag nature,
dinner. Like you should like, you go all those. Yeah. Hashtag got one. Yeah. Hashtag, bobbers. Like,
hashtag outdoorsman.
Yeah.
Because invariably I always see this thing on Instagram where it's like, someone posts up, like, oh, climb the mountain today. And then it's just a fucking like it's like a whole book of fucking like
YOLO
hiking,
and
hiking, hashtag your gender that hikes, hashtag your gender hike, fucking hashtag Jasper, hashtag JNP.
Yeah. Hashtag your gender strong. Hashtag hashtag national park. Hashtag loving it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hashtag love.
Hashtag love. Hashtag blessed. That's the big one. Blessed.
Oh God. See, now I short that to the hand. I should get that on your picture.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
Blessed.
Blessed. Hashtag.
That's how I
you
felt.
did that.
That's how I felt.
That's how I felt when you saw when I sent you like my Pfizer fucking paperwork on the group chat. You were like, hands up.
Fucking blessed, baby.
Blessed prayers, thoughts and prayers, hands up.
Blessed vibes.
Blessed vibes. See, I thought that was a double stack high five right there. I was like, yeah.
It could be a double stack high five.
Okay, double stack high five. I'm going with that. I mean, because that's what I felt when I looked at your double stack high five emoji, which I now learned was blessed.
Mm-hmm. Me and my buddy Josh, who Justin's met, he's like a wrestling fan like me. We went to his show in Edmonton, but when we're like when we message each other, we always put in like it looks like the rock and roll, but for us it's the too sweet.
Oh, is that the
so we always so we change, we kind of change it. You can make those emojis around, except for the clown face. That's so hateful. That's a hateful emoji.
Has the clown face been doxxed? Are you not allowed to use that anymore?
No, dude, you can use it, but I think people are a little too liberal with the way they fucking use it.
Well, that's probably very true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they use it like someone disagreed with me, clown face.
Yeah, get educated, and then the clown face emoji.
Yeah.
Google it, clown face emoji, poop head.
Because Google. Only smart people Google things.
Yeah. It's like Google is like the University of Arizona, man. It's like fucking you open up Google and like a degree is instantly on its way to you.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Look, I got my MD. Yep. What'd you do? I wanted to know how you could get chickenpox, and you got an MD. You Google a medical question.
You're so smart. You're so smart.
Yeah.
Oh man. Speaking of not being smart, you know what's not smart? Wrestlers going to North Korea.
Oh my God.
That is terrible.
That is terrible.
That's mad. Jesus.
Justin, yeah, Tyson, this is like reason 498 why you need to get Crave is Dark Side of the Ring.
It's really good. It's a really good show.
It's too good.
Ever since I started watching, like I've been watching a few more of those wrestling documentaries on YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm definitely interested in all this kind of stuff because it's fascinating to hear the stories. Absolutely. Like now that they're all said and done and everything.
Yeah, the behind the scenes stuff is infinitely more interesting than anything that happens in an actual wrestling ring.
Yeah.
So what kind of stuff happens on like Dark Side of the Ring?
Oh well,
it's dark.
I imagine.
The last two episodes focused on the episode 2 weeks ago focused on this guy called Nick Gage, who is a deathmatch. Is that a deathmatch? Is that what he is?
He's a deathmatch guy. I wouldn't call him wrestler. I would call him like a deathmatch guy.
It's literally just like gladiator fights. It's gross and ridiculous.
It's backyard wrestling, but with a budget.
Yeah, and to make it exciting, they use weapons. Like
light tubes and barbed wire and cement blocks and nail guns.
Pizza cut. They're not pulling their punches.
Yeah, wow. Pizza cutters. Yeah. Like it's not like we were watching it, and like or Justin and I were talking about it. I was like, dude, this is not wrestling. No. Like this isn't wrestling to me. This is like I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is.
It's more barbaric than UFC.
Yes.
So this is like Mick Foley would see this and go like
worse. Yeah, no, Mick Foley would be like, you guys should seek help.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's worse. Yeah.
Wow.
You like you watch a match and you're like, why didn't he just bring a gun? I feel like he would have gotten the same results faster.
Tyson,
because this guy Nick Gage is a fucking maniac.
He's nuts.
He's out of his head.
So a drug addict, obviously.
Okay.
And it was like the first like big death match they show, which was like CZW like Tournament of Death.
Yeah.
And it's literally in like a field, so like the cops can't shut them down because they'll get shut down. You can't sanction. You can't.
Yeah, you can't do that shit in like an arena.
And it's like the ring, so the ropes are barbed wire first and foremost.
No. And
then like attached to the barbed wire is like the fluorescent light tubes.
Yeah.
So not only is this guy like, are they in a barbed wire light tube match? This is like the third or fourth match they're wrestling today.
And aren't all the corners like just planes of glass or panes of glass?
Yes. All the corners are like legit glass.
Just
like a regular pane of glass.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So this guy right off the bat, like maybe 5 minutes into this match, if you can call it a match, I don't even know what to call it.
Yeah.
He gets thrown through like the light tubes, but it like slices under his armpit, and it looks like somebody carved him with a knife.
Yeah, it looks like he got stabbed in the kidney or the.
They're like running him to the back, and they're like, it's bad.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I can go out there. Let me go out there, because he's like a meth head, so he doesn't. This is like nothing. He's like, whatever, it's a little blood.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's like pale and dying.
He's like,
no, he legit died. He legit died.
Mm-hmm.
That died from that wound. Like he was clinically dead for like.
Yeah, he was dead for like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And was like, I can go out there. Like he's like looking at like the home video camera and be like, for the record, I want to go back out
there. Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta get is Crave the only place you can watch this?
So they have it on that website where I've been sending you like the links to like the A&E shows.
Yeah, they have that on there. Yeah.
As of like last year, those like the first 2 seasons were still up. I can check the links and I can send them to you if they're still up and they still work. I'll send them to you because they talk about like the Chris Benoit, like Chris Benoit is a 2-parter.
Yeah.
Like, but then they talk about like what was it? The fucking UWF.
Yeah.
And like this guy who was like, I can't remember his name, but he was just this little tiny Jewish cokehead who like he's like there's this one story where like we went in there and he's just covered in baby oil and cocaine.
And there's like strip. Yeah, and there's like
hookers everywhere. Like so he would just like so he would like he would promote shows and he had guys like Mick Foley, but it was like he promoted Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
And then when Vince McMahon got wind that he's got Andre, Vince just threw him like Andre like a bunch of money, and I'm just like, okay, boss. And like when so like like he would promise these big things like he booked like the MGM Grand.
Yeah.
He sold like maybe like 200 tickets.
Yeah, it was this giant ass stadium, and there's nobody there.
He promoted Bruiser Brody, who at the time he was saying he was going to wrestle had been dead for like a year.
I forgot about that. He did.
He promoted a dead guy on his fucking show. So you get stuff like that. You get some of it is like is a little lighter, but a lot of it is like like
the dark side of the ring.
You know, there was a wrestler. He was a French Canadian.
Dino Bravo.
Bravo.
Yeah,
who was fucking murdered in a mob.
Murdered by the mob. Yeah.
Yeah, in his fucking home. Yeah.
In Quebec. Yeah.
He was dealing like cigarettes. He was in like the cigarette game, but he was like a big wrestler guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got murdered in his fucking home, and they get everybody. They get like former wrestlers. They get the family.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chris Jericho does the narration for like the season 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Shit.
So yeah, the Nick Gage one was I didn't face the Nick Gage one because I didn't really know about Nick Gage.
So
and from what I saw, I was like, not wrestling.
Did you get to the David Arquette part?
No, I didn't. Because I
yeah.
already knew about that, and what I had seen, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not interested in this guy or his
That's right.
girlfriend.
Yeah,
Like,
so he does a death
disgusting.
match. So towards the end of the episode, they go into like his I guess famous death match with David Arquette, because David Arquette's a big fan of wrestling, and he's like the actor that kind of fake won the WCW title.
I was gonna say he's a former world heavyweight champion.
Yeah. So, but
you don't
talk
to Mr. Arquette that way.
You clearly don't. But like his whole thing was like, man, everybody hates me because I did this thing in WCW. So to prove that he was a good wrestler, he picks a fight with the craziest fucking guy in wrestling, Nick Cage,
who killed him.
Nick Cage stabbed him with a glass pipe.
Yeah,
in the neck.
Like it got back because there's scenes, because I remember seeing scenes from that on YouTube.
Yeah,
where Arquette's like grabbing him and like, "Fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck?" Like it got real. And wrestling is not real. I don't want to see real wrestling.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind strong style. Like obviously I love New Japan, very strong, hard hitting.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see abuse and attempted murder.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Wait, did this guy legit die from that glass thing in the neck?
No, David.
No. He's very much alive. But he's one of those guys who's gonna live to be a fucking 100, and you're gonna be like, how?
David Arquette legit stabbed him, or he legit got stabbed in the neck. David Arquette did.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And
so this one,
the next episode is
Collision in Korea.
Collision in Korea. It's like the only wrestling pay-per-view ever that is in North Korea. It was set in North Korea, and this whole episode just goes through like their like events and the time frame and all the wrestlers. So initially, it was WCW and New Japan Pro Wrestling. So initially, Eric Bischoff tries to get Hulk Hogan to go, and Hulk Hogan's like, "Nope, sorry,
no, brother,
no, brother, can't make that
happen, brother."
So then, so then he gets Ric Flair, and Ric Flair's already ticked off because he was like the second choice.
Yeah, the Nature Boy is no one's plan B. I'll tell you that.
Really, yeah. So, but the whole rest of the episode is just like the promoter, which was Antonio Inoki and Eric Bischoff talking about like what was going on. But then there's all these little like sub stories with all the actors,
oh my god,
a bunch of the wrestlers that were there, and it's some crazy shit, man. Like Scott Norton was interrogated by like North Korea secret police.
Yeah, he got busted. So he called his wife and he was like, "Yo, this is like a fucking like this is bullshit."
Yeah,
fuck North Korea.
Yeah.
So after he got off the phone, they had been monitoring his call.
Yeah.
So they called him in and they're like fucking pointing a gun at him, like, "You don't talk bad about North Korea, like one more and that's it."
Yeah.
And he's like, "What the fuck?" And then there's another story of this wrestler, Too Cold Scorpio.
Yeah.
Okay. So apparently, I forget how he phrased it, but he had beef with Ric Flair, and Road Warrior Hawk of the Legion of Doom. We all know Hawk.
Yeah.
He was riding with Flair in Korea, and he was like this one particular day he happens to get on the bus with everybody else.
Yeah.
And someone was like, "Oh, well, Flair is going to be all by himself." So Scorpio's like, "Yo, let that pussy ride by himself." So then he's like, so Hawk's like, "What'd you just say?" And he's like, did you not hear me? I said, let that pussy ride by himself.
Yeah.
So they start fighting. And apparently Hawk was on this like medication and didn't have any of his like coke or fucking steroids or anything like that. So Scorpio was on top of him. He's like, "Man, I got my thumb. I have his eye pulled out of his head. I am ready to finish him."
Like this whole time, the wrestler that was on the bus, Cardinal's like, "Yo, if Hawk was able to, Hawk would have killed this guy.
Hawk would have whooped his ass.
Hawk would have whooped his ass."
He's like saying like somberly because like obviously Hawk's dead and is like, "Oh man, I'm gonna kill this guy."
Yeah.
Because Hawk ran up on him and was like, "What'd you say?" He called him the N-word. That was like, man.
Yeah.
So then they're in the hotel room, and like Scorpio is making a shiv out of metal chopsticks because he's gonna kill Hawk. He wants to kill him.
Yeah.
Like,
but and then they get into another fucking argument in like a Korean temple. And like
Jesus
Hawk, and like
Christ.
And Hawk cold cocks him in a Korean temple.
I like how you use the term.
Yeah, so these guys are like ready to blow, but they're in friggin' North Korea, man. They just can't keep it together for like they're only there for 4 days.
These are wrestlers in like from the because this happened in like what was it, like
95.
95.
Yeah.
So these guys are all grizzled veterans who are used to drinking heavily, doing lots of cocaine, and having their luxuries at the ready for them.
Yeah.
Not in North Korea. You don't get any of that in North Korea.
You do not.
So it's interesting, or it's funny that Ric Flair is the one who doesn't have like a wild story coming out of North Korea of like getting arrested.
Yeah.
Because he must have been fucking going up the wall, not being able to get a drink.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah, totally.
Or like bang like a couple of hundred North Korean chicks before he fucking like leaves. And oh man. And and the funny thing is all this is happening under the guise of like the Peace Festival that this is supposed to be. And you got a bunch of doped up wrestlers who like are they can't get their hands on their fix.
Yeah.
they're making shivs out of chopsticks.
It's crazy, yeah. Crazy, man.
God.
Well, yeah, Dark Side of the Ring, dude. It's so entertaining.
So I should get Crave, or you're just gonna maybe give me a post. You'll give me a post on the thing.
Yes, I'll do that.
Of the thing.
Yeah.
But the good thing about Dark Side of the Ring is that it's available on Crave, so you don't have to have like fucking HBO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just
right. It's just so that would only be like $10 a month, and they're also the guys who made Dark Side of the Ring are going to be doing Dark Side of Football. They're going to be doing Dark Side. I think they're doing Dark Side of. They're doing Dark Side of Football for sure.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that. That's awesome.
And I think there was something else that they also had in development, like another dark side of like Hollywood or something like that.
Awesome, very cool.
So more of that to come, but yeah, I'll definitely check those links out and put them up if I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'll check them out, man. I'll check them out. I'll put my headphones on. I'll watch them while Inga watches.
Definitely, definitely
not that.
Yeah. Yeah, you watch that peacefully by yourself.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, no, Inga will be like, no, it's too much violence.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm probably gonna turn around and be like, look, that guy's getting stabbed with glass.
Look at the blood.
Look, you check it out. I'll rewind it. He's getting stabbed with glass.
Check it out in slow motion.
We can tell the point when his optic nerve doesn't get any blood anymore.
Oh man. So
yeah.
It was definitely a fun episode. Like this is more of a fun kind of episode. Just wrestlers being fucking jackasses. They also have because they are going to be going on a hiatus. So I think in this block, I think it might be next week is the Ultimate Warrior, which is going to be interesting because A&E is also doing an Ultimate Warrior biography like they've been doing.
Yep. So
you're going to get a really interesting look at the A&E documentary is going to be really generous to him.
Yeah.
And the Dark Side of the Ring is going to be the Ultimate Warrior talking about how he hates gay people, how Hulk Hogan tried to get him to fuck his wife for cocaine.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a messy episode. It's going to be messy.
Yeah.
The Warrior was not a cool guy.
No. He was
No. He has some very interesting views.
Although the more I watch this, the more I'm like, who was a good guy in the 80s in wrestling?
I don't even know. None of them.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, maybe?
Maybe. He did a lot of drugs too.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah. Him and Piper would talk about it on Piper's podcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
About all the drugs. Yeah, that's fair.
About a lot of the drugs. At least the drugs I could remember.
Yeah.
And then another one, I think they're closing out this block with the Plane Ride from Hell.
Yeah.
Which was like
that'll be interesting.
I think that's the one somebody pees on or near Linda McMahon.
Wow.
Michael Hayes.
It was Michael Hayes. Michael Hayes pees near her. Wasn't it Michael?
Does he? Because he also, I think he gets his ponytail cut off. And then Brock Lesnar and Mr. Perfect have a full-on drunken brawl right by the like the fucking plane door.
Don't McMahon and Kurt Angle do that too? Is this the one where
so they're play fighting and fucking I think somebody is like, what the fuck are they doing to Vince? And then
it's Undertaker and he chokes out Kurt Angle. Yeah.
It's just a fucking. That's gonna be just a hilarious.
That'll be super funny. Absolutely.
Gonna be a lot that comes out of that. We will definitely give it an in-depth review on the plane ride from now.
I'm curious who will who will be like talking in that because, well, I guess there will be like some wrestlers that are still around that will talk about that. We're on that plane ride. Yeah, like Mick Foley will probably be on there.
X-Pac was on that.
X-Pac, that's true. It's true. Yeah, maybe Taker because he's retired now.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe Taker. You can get Bruce Pritchard because he appears on those shows, so he could be on that.
Yep, absolutely.
You're definitely not going to get Brock Lesnar. That's for sure. He's not going on Dark Side.
Yeah.
Maybe Ric Flair because I think Ric Flair was on that plane too, and I think he goes to the bathroom and then he comes out in his Ric Flair robe.
Yeah.
But just stark naked under it. And he's like flashing himself to stewardesses like, woo!
Oh my
Space
God.
Mountain, baby. Space Mountain, baby.
Oh man.
Oh man. Dark Side of the Ring.
Ric Flair.
Get on top of it, people.
All right.
Yeah.
Will do.
Yeah.
Well, on that note.
Yeah.
Seems like a good place to. It seems like a veteran move to.
It does. Color.
It's actually perfect timing too.
Yeah.
Good stuff, boys.
Yep. This is good.
Yeah.
All right. I'm at Tin Can Blues, and you can find me nowhere. And our Wheels Blues podcast page is wheelsbluespodcast.wixsite.com/my site. And I'm going to leave you with this. Find Bill Burr on Twitter. And look for the hashtags he's tweeting out about the playoffs, about that's a veteran move, and we tried everything and all this shit. You're gonna be amused. I'll leave you with that.
I like that Bill Burr's not a closet, but I like that Bill Burr's a hockey fan.
He's a very open hockey fan.
Look up that it's a veteran move or whatever. All those things that just go back to his Twitter once the playoffs started, and there's a whole big thing. It's awesome.
Fuck yeah,
cool.
And I am at Eric_83 and get fucking Crave and start watching good TV. That's my words of wisdom this week.
I'm at Muddy Wheels. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and you can also follow the Wheels Blues Podcast Facebook page. Rate, subscribe, follow us on iTunes, Spotify, Google playlists, all the other Spotify podcast apps. I don't know what they are, but all of them. You can listen to us on all of those. Rate 5 stars, subscribe, buy our shit.
We know what we're doing.
Yay!
All right. See you next week, everybody.
Good night, everyone.